on the exterior. And the exterior luminaries, I know this is probably a Tennessee in common, it's a community thing, but the exterior luminaries should have been sealed to help prevent moisture from coming in there. Now, I can't see, I don't have enough area to get some reach, so I can't see the roof covering from the back, and that's where the chimney is. So what we're gonna have to do in a situation like this, knowing that is community issues, okay, composition shingle roof, you see the neighbor's chimney, you see where the siding comes down to the asphalt shingles. There should be a minimum of 2-inch gap between the chimney, between the wood and the chimney, the wood on the chimney stack and the shingles. And so if this one doesn't have it, and that one doesn't have it, and that one doesn't have it, then it's going to be reasonable to assume that the one for this unit doesn't have it either. This is the garage car entry. We got a little bit of separation right over here. Separation, that's okay. Wait a minute. Come back down, bud. Alright, between the vertical casement and the brickwork. And then this metal right here, that's called a lintel. That's a lintel. And you're supposed to have weep holes. In fact, I'm supposed to have weep holes around all the brick. I haven't seen a weep hole yet. Okay, brick is very nice. It's fireproof. Lasts forever. Very low maintenance, especially if you don't paint it. So, but it's coarse. It's porous. It accepts water. So we designed these structures so that they shed water faster than they accept them. So above these lintels, the metal parts, okay, we're supposed to have weep holes. Now, bear with me. We got composition shingles. That little strip right in there, that metal strip, that's edge flashing. In this case, it's drip edge flashing. In other places, it's rake edge flashing, but it's always edge flashing. And it's not supposed to be lapped. It's supposed to be lapped. It's not supposed to be lapped less than 2 inches. Less than 2 inches. That looks like it's kind of shy. You'll probably never have a problem with it. I get that. But it's supposed to be lapped. It's supposed to be lapped. I think I'm seeing up here, and this is kind of nice. I'm not used to seeing this. I mean, I'm used to finding it missing. Okay, but over the windows, the vertical casement, I'm witnessing that there is Z-bar flashing up there. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I saw it. I witnessed it. Okay. Lawn sprinkler is probably not on yet. I can see a timer in there. But lawn sprinkler heads shouldn't be closer than 12 inches to the structure. Why? Because brick is porous. Because it's porous. So it shouldn't. And this is, by the way, this is a cement slab. The cement slab is probably continuous, but I don't know that. We got some steps and stuff. And I know that it is a post-tension cable slab. There's different types, so I don't know which type it is. But over here, if you'll look, you can see the cable coming out, and it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be covered up, because that cable can rust, and then if it rusts, it can cause cracks. It can also break. That's how it does it. So that should have been sealed. And those nails, that's a tetanus shot waiting for you right there. These bushes shouldn't be next to the house. These disconnects for the air conditioning systems, they should have been installed better. They're loose. They should be sealed around the tops and sides. They don't even fit. None of them. They don't fit right. So they get wet inside of there. We'll be talking about that later. And then all this debris, that's conducive to wood destroying insects. All this should be cleaned out. I get it, it's fertilizer, it's natural, whatever. No, it's termite bait. That's what it is. It's termite bait. The rain gutters, they should not terminate, they should not, discharge this close to the structure. They should take water away from the structure. So that's not good for the foundation either. There's another thing about these. See if I can get a good picture of it. The rain gutter itself, it's supposed to have a minimum of a 1-inch gap. A 1-inch gap between it and the wall. And then where the wall meets the roof, there's supposed to be called a kick-out flashing. We do not have kick-out flashing there either. And I get it. I get it completely. That's the community. Okay? I get this completely too. Check that out. That's your clothes dryer vent. Boy, that is clogged up. Needs to be sealed again. Windows closer than 24 inches to the latch side of the door. Okay, they should be tempered safety glass. And I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. So this should have been tempered safety glass. If it's big enough for a softball to go through, it should be tempered safety glass. Walking in the front door. Hello. Okay. Here's the parts of the door. This is the top rail, the old top rail. That's the bottom rail. These are the styles. This is the latch side style. That's the hinge side style. Okay. So what have we got here? We've got a rotting bottom rail. Rotting, compromised. Flat on something, bud. Okay. Prepared, weren't you? No, not really. Okay. There we go. See in there? It's all damaged. Focusing. There we go. That rail's kind of messed up, man. You can kind of see how it's bowing down there a little bit. Kind of bowing down there a little bit. Hillbilly home inspections. Coming through here. I just can't let it go. This door is not fire rated. The fire will blow right through this glass. Should have a self-closer on it too. But that's not fire rated. Coming here, this back door, closer than 24 inches. Is that tempered safety glass? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. This one doesn't have to be fire rated. We're going to expand a little bit. We're going to go. All this deck. Okay. Well, here's the thing with the deck. This is I'm getting paged. Here's the thing with the deck. Donna. Okay. So, here's the deck. This is where I'm going to get the water pressure for the house. I don't have a front one. I don't know where the meter is. This is, okay, see those little round circles? That's post-tension cables. That's the way they're supposed to be sealed. Okay, we're coming along here. Some of our rain gutters discharge below grade. Below grade. There's that flashing. There's that flashing I was talking about. Flashing I was talking about. Let's see if I can get another good example. But this should be sealed around this electric receptacle outlet where it's overcut. This should be a in-use cover, like a helmet, a little bubble cover, so that you could plug your party lights in, and then if it rains, it doesn't get inside of there. There's the rain gutter. It's too close. But that one's far enough away. That one's far enough away. Okay. Yahoo! Something's right. Still needs kick-out flashing. Still needs kick-out flashing. What else have we got over here? I knew I could find it. I knew it's there. It's every single one of them. But see the siding? The butt joints where the siding comes together right there. Okay? Behind that siding, there's supposed to be flashing tape. We do not have flashing tape behind there. I'm coming all along here. Okay. This does not look, this is an interior duty ceiling fan. I certainly do think so. Sure looks like an interior duty ceiling fan to me. Got a light switch around here. There we go. Now this, it looks like metal down here. When I was looking through the window, I could have swore it was fiberglass. I could have swore that. But see these posts? I don't know how far they go in. But it's pretty nice. They're not supposed to be farther apart. You can engineer it to be anything, just about. But these are not supposed to be spaced farther apart than 8 feet. And these look fine. You got a little stand right here. And you just put your elbow on it and talk to your neighbors. Hey, neighbor, have a beer. Okay, I will. Come over here. Hey, neighbor, Have a beer. Okay, I sure will. Okay. So, anyway, we got these little tables built in. We got the post closer than 8 feet. There's really nothing that I can come to, it's away from the wall. It's away from the wall, so flashing is not required. Actually, it was built pretty well, except that 3 posts, 2 posts, 8 feet. This looks more like 16 feet. Actually, it looks like, I don't know, yeah, it's 16 feet. I hadn't measured it, but yeah. Is it going to fall down? Probably not. Is it going to rock? I don't know. Let's get some wind going here. Woo-wee. Well, depending on the storm, it's pretty protected. I mean, look, it's between these two places, 2 structures. It's got trees stopping the sheer wind. You'd probably be all right. Is it right? No, I don't think it is at all. I think it's wrong. Okay, here's another thing. Is that deck nice? I got one just like it. It is nice. I enjoy mine. My house isn't for sale. Okay. You shouldn't have to live like me. Here's the problem with this deck. It's directly on the ground, wood to ground contact. Here's another problem with the deck. Okay, is that it doesn't have any ventilation, so any water that gets in there stays in there. Stays in there. So no ventilation, wood to ground contact. You're asking for termites, you're asking for premature wood rot. Another thing that you're asking for is, well, first, do not paint this deck. Painting is the wrong thing to do. But staining is the right thing to do. And if you stain this deck, even though it wasn't built right, you stain this deck, you're gonna get a lot more service out of it. It's gonna last longer. It just will. So the staining lets it breathe. If you paint it, you're going to encapsulate any moisture that couldn't get out, any moisture that had a chance of getting out, any moisture that was going to get out. It's not going to get out. It's not going to get out. So I think staining would be a good thing to do. Now here's the thing about decks and fences, for that matter. If you build this thing 100% to code, and you got your extra posts in there and everything, and you build this thing to code, it's going to last about 14 years. But if you don't build it to code, you don't put your post there, you don't stain it, you don't do these things, it's only going to last about 14 years. Same thing with the fence. You can build them right or wrong. They only last, and you might get 17 years out of it, 18 years, 21 years, I hope you do. But it's wood. It's wood, it's outside.